Hey guys, if you like this content, I would greatly appreciate it if you guys like the video and subscribed to my channel. It helps make these videos worth it going forward. What's up guys, Altcoin Sherpa here with a crypto market review. As always, this is not financial advice. I'm not an expert, do your own research. Today I'm going to just go through Bitcoin and let's just get to it. So what are we looking at right now? We're looking to see if Bitcoin is going to be in a bullish market structure. What's a bullish market structure? A bullish market structure is higher highs and higher lows. So you'll just see it have just peaks and valleys. And it's important to note that good highs and lows, they stand out on the chart. So if you look back at the big bull run, you can see these clear highs and clear lows marked on the chart. So you have a high, you have a low, high, you have a low. It's just very obvious, right? It's very, very clear. And the important thing to note is that lows take time to develop overall. Now, lows take less time to develop in overall big trending bull markets. For example, you'll only see, and this is especially true in altcoins, you'll see like one tap and then go. Whereas if you'll see in less strong markets, for example, this September 21 period, this low was formed over a very long, not a very long period of time. It was formed over, I think like a month or something, right? Okay, 23 days. And it's important to note that I'm talking about a low established in a bull trend, not a low not a low established in a ranging accumulation trend. So for example, price chopped around for a few months in 2021 as an accumulation short-term bottom. This is not what I'm talking about. I'm more talking about in a trending market, which is what happened at the end of 2021. Price chopped around several days or several weeks, and formed this strong low, formed a base in September, and then price kept going all throughout through November. Now, what I'm trying to say is that a strong low is generally formed over a several day period. You don't generally just see one touch then go. You will see one touch then go, on the way up. For example, this run from 10 to 60K, price really didn't stop a whole lot. Sure, it had some consolidation periods, but it didn't really have its first strong low until January of 2021, where price went from 41K all the way down to 30, chopped around over a several week period, and then continued higher. So where are we at right now? Is this a bullish bear market? Is this a bull market as of right now? I mean, as of right now, I think that you still have to call it. I still don't think you can call it a clear bull market, and the reason is that I would like to see if this current area is a low that's being established. So remember, higher high, higher low. You can denote. This is that accumulation base that formed. This is the recent high. This would be the recent low. You can obviously say this is a higher high from this previous 24K. And you can maybe say this is a low forming. But what's concerning to me is that this is not these highs and this low is not really significantly stronger than what was established back in February 3rd. This wick here established at 24K. This price action that we're seeing here is not a strong break above that. So for example, if you look back at the price action established in July of 2022, you could technically call this a higher high, right? Because it broke these previous highs. But in reality, price just broke down and this wasn't really a bullish market structure. And similarly now, we're seeing price deviate above these highs in early February, but we're not really seeing full strength where this strongly breaks past it to the 30Ks. So what I want to really highlight here is just that strong higher highs really stand out on the chart. And I don't really necessarily think we've gotten to that point yet. So for me personally, like, I don't really know if you can call this like, bullish market structure. On lower time frames, of course, sure. You can call this the low. And I do think it's actually encouraging that price is chopping around right here. I'm going to say that. It's encouraging to me because you want to see price establish this low. You want to see this chop around. Like, so for example, you saw that price chopped around here for, almost a week, formed the solid low and then pushed higher. You want to see price chop around and form these like stronger lows. You want to see something like this, and then you want to see it break higher. Now, I don't know if it's going to go this long. It's highly unlikely. But this is generally speaking what you want to see in terms of it establishing some sort of higher low. You want to see this chopping consolidation for several days. Now, what would make me like fully change my mind if this was a bullish market structure? For me personally, what would make me change my mind is if we solidly broke the area around like this 25K area. If we could break this solid 25K area strongly, and I don't mean like a wick above, like you see a wick and then it breaks down, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like a strong break, maybe a retest, and then we go up to 31. And this 30, 31, 29, this entire area is an interesting area for me, and that's the area that I'm really personally targeting. It's the start of this high volume node, pretty much from 30K all the way up to 40K. There's a lot of volume transacted up there, not so much in this gap between 25 to 30K. Now, it would make sense. It would make a lot of sense that price would want to trade in that area because it really hasn't traded in that area pretty much at all. Like you saw this big inefficient move up initially back in January of 21, and then you saw this big inefficient move down in 2022. So you haven't really seen a whole lot of trading activity within this 25 to 30K area, and generally speaking, price likes to fill in that gap. So in my opinion, I think we break above, then we trade, and then we kind of grind. And then at that point, I honestly have no idea. I still am viewing this 30K region personally as like my midterm target, meaning it could take a few weeks or months. But after that, I honestly have no idea. Like I'm still of the opinion that price is going to go lower than it currently is over sometime in 23. So like if you're itching and you're getting FOMO, I don't personally believe that this is the quote unquote bottom. Like I do think that price is going to come back down. It wouldn't surprise me at all to see price go to like 30K. So maybe we see something like this where, price rips up, hits 30K, and then it just like starts pulling back. It wouldn't surprise me at all to see this go from 30K all the way down to like 18K or something like that. 18 to 16K would be kind of my overall idea. The reason is that I don't think that macro is truly done, with overall rate hikes. I don't believe inflation is dead, so to speak. I think that there's more pain to come later this year in 2023. But again, I'm not a macro expert. It would also align too with regards to just how bottoms are really formed. Like bottoms take a long fucking time to form. So even if you want to denote this like 16K area as kind of like the quote unquote bottom, it would make a lot of sense to me that price would chop around here for at least a year, in my opinion, if not longer. And the reason I say that is that price had such a long, nasty move down from near 70K all the way down to this 15K area that it's going to take just a long time to really accumulate and chop around and recover. And I really think it's going to take a while. Because if you look at previous accumulation cycles, like, the one back in 2018 to 2019, that was like 3 months or something like that. The farther ones, like if you look back in like 2014, I want to say, This one took like many months. Like this accumulation period took about a year, and it had like a like it was about a year, and then it took so it took a year to go down and then a year to accumulate. So like this was obviously really nasty back in 2015, and then the big downtrend in 2014. And yeah, I mean, it took almost a year to accumulate. So I'm not necessarily saying that 2014's market cycle is like going to be like this one currently. I don't know what this one looks like. I mean, it's a very different macro environment. This one took a long time to unwind. What did it take? I mean, I would say I would mark almost 300 days or something like that, depending on how you want to denote it. And then maybe this is the accumulation cycle where we call it, 200 days in, maybe by summer. This is like summer or fall is when we bottom out. I have no idea. And then maybe like the bottom of the market happens at the end of 2023. I don't know. I honestly, it's just spitballing. Anyways, the overall point I want to make is that I do believe that we're going to go to 30K. We could even potentially go higher. I don't know, 35, maybe like I could call it 40. I don't know. I have no idea. But I do believe that we're going to have a strong shakeout after that. I don't believe this is the overall bottom, so to speak. So in summary, I do believe that we're going to go to 30 to 40K in the midterm, but after that, I have no idea. Like, I would be very surprised if this is the quote-unquote bottom, and we just start printing a bullish market structure and just like, go to 40K, then it goes all the way back down to like, I don't know, 30K as a low, and then we just keep trending up higher to 50K. I think that's quite unlikely, but I'm just going to kind of wait and see. Like, I believe that we're going to go back down to these lower levels at a minimum of 20 to 18K or something like that. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for your support.